How do we begin to create a common framework within which to have a civil discourse, even if we hold radically different views?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the intention to find a place that we can meet and begin to find commonality. First of all, this whole experience with Trump is shocking to me. Like, I am shocked at the divide. I didn't know. I swear to you, I didn't know there was such a divide. Now that it's appearing, I'm kind of like, oh, there really is a huge culture divide. And I'm living in California, and I'm watching my kids hug each other, and I'm going, yay, I see the world opening up, and I'm excited about the progress. There are other people who don't feel that way, like profoundly. And so my inclination is to want to make them wrong. And I get that that's not going to get anywhere. So your question is so valid and valuable. And I don't know. I don't know how to do that. But I mean, the desire to do it and the intention to do it seems like it's worth something.
Yeah, well, and I think that the focus is always about trying to pull someone over to your side, and that's the success. But I think there's a deeper wanting that people aren't willing to answer. I think that we're defending or trying to push my point of view, and I agree with you or I don't agree with you. So it becomes kind of like this mental war around your perception versus my perception. And what I desire to do is, even if I don't agree with any of your perceptions, what do I want? Between at the human level, at the humanity of a person.
I love that.
Whether they're 4 or 104, what do I want? And if I can't take ownership for answering that question, then all I'm doing is being with somebody around my story versus their story. So I think it's that sense of, can I take greater ownership for defining that what I want is to create openings. What I want is to create a space where the voices of the majority and the minority can sit around the same table and can be heard. What I want is ease. What I want is laughter. What I want. And I don't know if we've created a space for people, and I think this is for young people and old people, to get in touch with the bigger wanting. Because after that is understanding.
And I think that's right. And it also resonates with me in terms of my belief that if people will never listen to you until you listen to them first.
Yeah.
And it's extraordinarily difficult in this political breakdown to be able to listen to points of view that are so dramatically opposed to what I value or what I believe in.
Yeah.
I can hear them, I can understand them, I can occasionally acknowledge them and give them some airtime, so I can respect their right to speak.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know in my own struggle how to listen in a way that can allow and validate those views with which I am so diametrically opposed.
Well, I don't know if you validate the views.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that what Susan's saying, and I think it's really important, is what do I seek? And it's not to be right about views. It's to find a connection and to find something that, or my point of view would be to find commonality so we can put down our views and our story. And then, that's a building place,
Exactly. And I'm asking, where is that place?
I think it goes into just as much as I think people want you to listen to them. What I don't think we're doing enough of is teaching people to really listen to themselves. People are too busy listening to their points of view as if their points of view are them. I am not my point of view. Yet that's what we're arguing about. And so when you don't agree with my point of view, Jim, because that's as deep as the level of listening, then all of a sudden I get offended because I take my views personally because I think my views are me. I am not my point of view. I am the humanity in which I'm wanting to generate in the relationships I'm having. So what I'm saying is that maybe the listening has to be the permission to listen to myself. What do I want to create in relationship? What do I want to listen to? And it's beyond my point of view, so that I can then tap into the humanity.
Well, and the second piece of that is they're not their point of view.
Yes,
so if someone appears as a point of view I don't know what to do with, they're not their point of view.
Yes.
I'm seeing through their point of view and finding the humanity in them.
And I think what we're saying also goes full circle back to where we started about intergenerational cooperation or collaboration, or maybe any kind of collaboration, that if we can't distinguish between people's points of view and who they are, then we already have locked ourselves into a potential deadlock of some sort, or at least a rough road.
Yep.
So the more we can begin to keep that distinction present in our relationships, the more possibility we have for effective collaboration and hopefully creating a world that can work for everybody.
I just got the chills.
Future. It takes pure human grit and creativity to create the possible future.